Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 1124. This chapter right here might have started the new arc or maybe ended Egghead Island on this chapter. We don't really know. Last week we all talked about, or many people thought that might have been the proper ending of Egghead Island. I don't know. Maybe this chapter might be the start of it, but might have ended it off here, but we don't really know. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it Morgan just talking with Vivi and Wapo getting ready to make some crazy juicy news and scoops, you know? And we have to it that Vivi's trying to calm down Morgan's and says, "Can we stop lying a bit?" And Morgan's like, Don't you dare interfere. I'm actually gonna expose you if you don't zip it." He says, Yeah? Well, no one with the brain will dance to your tune or something. And Vivi's pretty bold about this. Whatever the case may be, Morgan is ready to make a big shot, you know, after revealing a lot of truths about what happened, you know, from Vegapunk. We have to it that that Morgan warns Vivi, "I hope you don't regret talking back to me." And Vivi's like, "As if the world is going to die, I'm not gonna grovel just to save my own neck, you know." We have to it that that Morgan is getting ready to start the crazy headlines, you know. Blackbeard versus Law, Eustace Kid against Shanks, and Emperor Straw Hat killing Vegapunk, you know. I'm thinking in my mind, what the hell? Now, I won't deny Morgan's is pretty crazy, but he knows how to rile things up throughout the world, you know. And we get to see Egghead Island, you know. Of course, we see the island. I think the Egghead part seems to be doing okay, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly destroyed. And we get to see Sentomaru paddling away and crying in great sadness, which I do not blame him for. He was supposed to protect Vegapunk, and I'm pretty sure he might have heard the bad news that Vegapunk is now dead. Whatever the case may be, we have to it that Kizaru gets a phone call, or a snail phone call, from Akainu. We have to it, Kizaru picks up and says, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing?" And Sakazuki asks about the results, you know, what happened to everybody, you know, blah blah blah. And then Akainu asks what's going on with Saint Saturn? Is he okay? What about the power station? Did any of the targets escape? And he says, and Kizaru's like, "I'll let the youngsters give you the details when they're up, okay?" And we have to it, Akainu gets angry about this and tells him, "You better not be slacking off again, Barcelino." And when Kizaru gets very upset about this and asks Sakazuki, "I'm curious, have you ever had to kill your best friend, huh?" And he ends up remembering or having nostalgia how he hooked up with Vegapunk and really cared for him as a friend, you know. And we get to see that same old scene where Vegapunk gets stabbed by Kizaru, you know, which is really really devastating. Whatever the case may be, we have to it. Kizaru tells Akainu, "You think I'm slacking off, Sakazuki? If you got time to doubt me that much, why don't you come and see it for yourself, you damn ingrate?" We have to it, Akainu, realizing the situation, says, "I apologize. I didn't mean to put it that way." He said, and Kizaru says, "Just watch your mouth, dang it," you know, that kind of thing. When looking at Kizaru like this and yelling at Sakazuki, it reminds me of that time with Fujitora, and it looks like to me Akainu is trying to calm down a bit. I guess he already lost one admiral, you know, on wherever Fujitora is right now. We don't really know where he's really at right now. And as for Kizaru, I guess he's trying to keep that relationship good as possible because it's bad enough that he already punished Admiral Fujitora. He's not going to punish Admiral Kizaru, whatever the case may be. Whatever the situation, we get to see the Thousand Sunny with the giant ship, you know, and the Straw Hats end up talking with each other, knowing that that Frankie is worried about Luffy, you know. But Jinbei says, "Well, you don't understand. We literally failed our main objective. We couldn't save Vegapunk at all, you know." And Frankie's like, "Yeah, but the fact the 5 elders, the Admiral, CP0, Seraphim, and the Armada of the warships, you know, I'm trying to understand that we managed to get out of there and it was just a miracle." And Jinbei's like, "Yeah, I'm with you there." But we have to, Zoro calls Luffy pathetic for letting an old man die, an old man that died, you know, it shouldn't affect him that badly. But, you know, that's just how Luffy is, you know. I mean, we have to understand, even though he's an emperor, he's still that kind of guy that if he sees you as a friend, he'll see you as a friend. And if he tries to make his promise to keep his promise, he'll keep it. But the fact of the matter is, he was unable to save the main Vegapunk. But whatever the case may be, Lilith wakes up and ends up talking to everyone, and Nami and everyone else who's with Lilith, Usopp, Chopper, Nami, and Sanji, they end up talking to Lilith and tells them everything, about what happened. So we have to it, that Lilith says that she already heard about what happened, and she said, who'd you hear it from? Which we didn't even get much confirmation. Whatever the case may be, we have to it, Lilith cries in despair, but she gets over it pretty easily, They go like, hey, what the heck, you got over it pretty fast, And she's hungry right now because, she's no longer connected to York, which we do understand. If you guys remember, all the Vegapunks were usually connected with each other, Whatever the case may be, we have to it, Luffy, who's eating in despair and very gloomy because he was unable to save Applegrams, So, I don't blame him, He really wanted to keep his promise to get him off the island, but unfortunately, he was unable to do so. Whatever the case may be, we have to it that, everyone's shocked to see Luffy in great, depression, which they have to understand that's just Luffy. Whatever the case may be, we have to it that Lilith tells everyone, I understand you guys are sad about everyone's death, but it's a matter of perspective. Let me tell you something. To put it simply, everyone's alive, even if they're functionally dead. They say they don't really get it, but whatever the case may be, but Lilith tells everyone that you kept your promise to me, so don't be so glum about it. Luffy goes back into happy mode, and he ends up celebrating with the Giants, and we have to it that the Giants end up asking Luffy, hey, let's go eat a lot, And he ends up saying, hey, you gave us a toast for the ages, Straw Hat. Vegapunk basically said, whoever finds One Piece will shake the world. Yeah, and who do you think is going to get it and be Pirate King? Yeah, and Luffy's like, hey, that's why I set sail in the first place. I don't care if you're with me or against me, because I'm definitely going to be king of the pirates. And he raises his mug. Everyone raises his mug, Everyone's cheering, being happy, And then we see Bonnie there, And then, the chapter ends off with, someone watching from a distance watching from the distance, I don't know, and says, you know what, come on then, let's do this, I don't know, etc., So, anyways, I thought the chapter was pretty cool, although many people say this might have been the proper send-off for Egghead, as for some other stuff, whatever the case may be. Anyways, I thought the chapter was pretty cool, not too bad, and honestly, nice send-off, I guess. As for the Vegapunk reveal alive, I think the reason why Lilith says everyone's alive, even though they're physically dead, is because I think she has all the memories and all the other stuff with her. I don't know. I guess, one of the Vegapunks, which is Lilith, is alive. York is alive. I don't know if she's still a Vegapunk, but I guess we'll find out soon. Whatever the case may be, yeah. As for Kizaru, I think that was a highlight of this one of the nice highlights of this chapter, because Kizaru is really upset that he had to kill his best friends and yells at Sakazuki for saying that he's slacking off, that kind of thing. As for Morgans, he's making up some crazy headlines and trying to bring the world into chaos. I don't know, whatever the case may be. So yeah. Anyways, looking forward to the next chapter and possibly the new arc, which is Elbaf, because that has been mentioned about it so many years ago, and it's been so long, etc., and I'm looking forward to see how it goes, and we get to see Dory and Brogy and everyone else, that's the crazy part. So I'm looking forward to see how this turns out, and I'm really going to enjoy this. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.